Hello, everyone. F3, thanks for having me here. I'm super excited to be here. I'm the chief editor of FishFirst. We are a media in China. Our company has been established for near 20 years, witnessing the rapid development of agriculture in China. It's a pleasure to be back in San Francisco for this conference, where I have the opportunity to meet the coolest group of people dedicated to sustainable agriculture global development. And to ensure everyone can understand more carefully, the English text will be synchronized on the screen. Yeah, I think they will be shown later. So I'd like to welcome our interactive guests, who are all outstanding representatives from associations and enterprises in the Chinese agricultural industry. Instead of me introducing each of you, why not we let our guests introduce themselves. Thank you. So Dr. Cui, you first, please.
Good morning, everyone. I am Xuezhi from Captions, China Aquatic Products Processing and Marketing Alliance. It's a great pleasure to be here for Captions. Captions and the F3, we have been long partner for many years. And this time, particularly for me, being here, I would like to extend my great for the Professor Kevin. Yeah. Captions, about Captions, is there's about 1,800 members, including the farmers, processor, trader, and even for the wholesaler, retailer, all the supply chain. Yes, our member. And for the fish meal and oil, all the companies, enterprise is our members too. So I will take this opportunity discuss our common interesting issues and share experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Mr. Hu.
I'm Zhijun Hu from Jiangsu Fuhai Biotech company. Very happy to come here. Thank you for F3 to invite us. We use fermentation and enzyme to treat soybean and soybean meal to produce peptide to get rid of antigen protein and some So our product can improve the development of stomach and the gut. It helps the cell to grow, develop. And we did lots of experiments for different fishes and piglet. So largemouth bass shrimp in China Ocean University. This is the rainbow trout in China. So we make feed, fish-free feed in China to raise it. In Ningxia, in Qinghai. To compare with another famous feed in China. It grew very well. This is the large yellow croaker. This is the sea fish in China. and we produce fish-free feed to raise it last year. So the fish like the feed. It eat very well. So this is a large mouse base in Zhejiang. We raise it. So this is a lot of fish-free feed. So the base like to eat it. So some people are worried about the palatability. They worry that the fish don't eat it. This is in Jiangsu. Shrimp. So we use fish-free feed to raise shrimp in China. We take the fish, the shrimp, to the restaurant after that to test it, and it tastes very well. It's very good. The palate is very good. Nothing different. It's normal. Last year we raised some largemouth bass in Guangzhou. So the fish like to eat it. It's very quickly. It use about 50% of our fermented soybean or soybean meal, our products. Over 50%. That's a lot. And many people come to there to see the fish and test it. They're worried about the flavor. So they didn't find any difference from the normal fish. It's same. So we are the winner of the other carnivorous fish last time. Also, our product can use in pig, in lamb, and beef. Can be a milk replacer. So we have our headquarters in Shanghai. So many people maybe are welcome to visit us. And this is our manufacture site. The capacity is about 200,000 tons per year. So we are happy to work with you, and you are welcome to visit us. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Zhu, you please.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Now, let me introduce myself. My name is Xuezhi. I come from Guangdong Yuehai Feed Company. I'm the technical director of the company, mainly responsible for the formula. Yuehai specializes in the research and development and production, and the sales of the aquatic feed. It is a high-tech enterprise. Yuehai mainly produce special aquatic feed with a sales volume of 1 million tons, with the development during past 30 years. Yuehai has established over 20 subsidiary companies in Guangdong, Guangxi, Hainan, and other provinces in China, as well as overseas regions, such as Vietnam. Yuehai has successfully listed in 2022. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. You please.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Jipeng, PhD in aquaculture animal nutrition and feed. and now I'm serving as the technical director for aquaculture at the Bosar Biology Group in Guangdong. Bosar Biology Group was established in 1995, specialized in microbial fermentation technology, and extends its applications in the development and use of enzyme preparations, microbial agents, organic trace elements, and other biotic agents within the feed additives and the microbial fertilization industries. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dr. Liu.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chunyu Liu. I'm a PhD candidate from Shanghai Jiaotong University. Unfortunately, people from Alpha Feed cannot make it today, so I will answer their questions on their behalf, but I do not have any affiliation with them. Founded in 1998, Alpha Feed is an international high-tech enterprise specializing in the research, development, production, and sales of high-end feed. Alpha Feed also offers services such as integrated solutions for animal nutrition, cultivation environment purification, and cultivation methods consulting. Headquartered in Shenzhen, China, Alpha Feed operates nearly 40 branches and subsidiaries, serving both the domestic Chinese market and Southeast Asia.
Okay, thank you. Okay, my second question is about substitution progress of fish meal and fish oil. So, Dr. Cui, my question is, given that China is the world's largest user of fish meal and fish oil, could you elaborate on the situation of China local production of fish meal and fish oil in recent years, including changes in production volume, technological advancement, and market demand? Thank you.
It's a very comprehensive problem. Yeah. Now, China is the largest user for the fish meal and oil. The total usage, I think, is fluctuate about 2.2 million to 2.3 million tons recent years. Yeah. And we import from abroad. It's about 1.61 to 1.8 million tons, maybe from more than 20 countries. But for the domestic production, is about 500,000 tons, something like that. Yeah. So for the China fish meal, recent years is dropped a lot. I think much more than other countries. The drop, the reason, I think the same reason is the resources and the climate changes. But in China, we have also have an effect for the unique policy. You know, the China, we have the government using the summer fishing moratorium. So the fishing off is extended from 3 months, extend to 4 months. That means, yes, the 120 days, the fishing, no fishing operation, so no material, no processing for the fish meal. So we drop a lot. And for another, the main reason, the policy is the environment protect policy. Some of the fish meal plants, they cannot meet the government for the standards, especially for the sewage disposal and the waste gas. This is the serious for the standards. So I think in recent years, at least 80% of fishmeal company shuts down. So why China drop a lot and we import a lot recent years? That's the main reason. And from the perspective of technology progress, I think the some plants processing the fish meal, they switch to the fish dissolved pulp. Through the hydrolysis and the enzymatic lysis of the raw material, so the utilization is utilization efficiency is much higher than the fish meal. In my opinion, more and great scientific and technology progress is still reflected in the formula of ingredients based on the different nutritions, the needs of the various aquatic animals. So the continued improvement of the formula is the key to the really solve the shortage of the fish meal. And otherwise, for the fish meal produced in the world, is not enough for the two countries, China and the United States. The top two countries produce more than 500 million tons. That's for the other countries, the ranking from third to the eighth, yes, the eighth country only produce 360 million tons, the total feed. So while we are discussing the, so the fish meal shortage and the F3 meeting is very attractive. And for the change of the market demand of in the past 10 years, the demand of fish meal is increased, which reflect to the change of aquaculture structure. You know, in the last decades, the China output of the large yellow croaker, grouper, and the golden pomfret increasing a lot, significantly increased. So the amount of fish meal has also grown accordingly. And there are interesting phenomena. Some of a variety of species have the production increased, but the fish meal decreased, such like the farmed tilapia, vaname, carps, and so on, a lot of species. In the long term, 20 years ago, China, the total aquaculture production produced 17 million tons of fish and crustacean, which reached 35 million tons last year. During this period, the production increased 106%, but the fish meal only increased 40%. So therefore, the improvement of the feed formula and the replacement of the other protein are the key in fact. Thank you.
Thank you for your share. Okay, next question is for Mr. Hu. Your company achieved excellent results in last year F3 challenge. Could you specifically share the cultural results of fish meal-free largemouth bass feeds your produce? Thank you.
Okay. So last year, we rent a pond in Guangzhou, and we raised some largemouth bass from 4 grams to 400 grams in about a half year. So we raised them. And the feed ratio is about 1.2. We checked it. And you can see the palatability is very, very good. The fish like to eat it. Last year, we have a conference in Zhijun. Over 300 people in the conference. We present our fish to them, and everyone taste that fish. So the color of some people they're worried about the color of the mussel. Sometimes the mussel may be changed to yellow if the ingredient is not so good. But our fish is clean, white. Yeah. And the flavor is good. So I hope for in the world, more people can enjoy our fish-free feed. No fish. Fish-free, how to say that? The fish without fish meal. Or
Fish
oil.
meal free.
Yeah.
Actually, I think over 600 people eat the meat, fish. That fish.
Over 600 people.
Yes.
So in China, in China, most of the people they know us. They know the fish. They know our what we do.
Okay, thank you very much. Dr. Xue, according to my understanding, the liquid protease produced by Bosar can replace fish meal in extruded aquafeed by improving the utilization of feed ingredients and promoting animal health. Could you elaborate on the mechanism and the actual effect of this substitution? Thank you.
Of course, the nutritional needs of aquatic animals, particularly the importance of protein sources, get our research and development efforts at our company. Our focus is on the impact of protease enzymes in complex enzyme preparations for feed, especially in aquaculture. To effectively incorporate protease into aquafeed will be addressed 3 key challenges. First of all, is the precise addition of liquid protease during the oil spraying process, bypasses the high temperatures of extrusion and ensures the enzyme activity uniformity. Second, stabilizing liquid protease during storage to maintain enzyme activity post-spraying and throughout the feed's shelf life. And the last is the harnessing the specific characteristics of liquid protease, such as increased digestibility, degradation of anti-nutritional factors, and pH optimizations to benefit aquaculture animals. Luckily, we've developed specialized micro post-spraying equipment that has yielded positive results in the experiments and aquaculture production. The addition of protease enhances the basal metabolism of aquatic animals and improves feed ingredient utilization, necessitates formula adjustment, primarily by increasing fat and reducing protein levels to optimize the roles of fat and carbohydrate in protein conservation. That's the mechanism. Thank you.
Thank you for engaging with us and sharing your knowledge, Dr. Xue. And Dr. Zhu and Dr. Liu, my next question is, as a leading aquafeed company in China, in which aquacultural species have you made significant technology breakthrough and progress by replacing fish meal and fish oil? Could you share some successful case and specific date? Thank you very much, Dr. Zhu.
Okay. In the past 5 years, Yuehai had indeed made some significant technological progress in replacing fish meal and fish oil in some pieces, such as shrimp, pompano, sea bass, and snakehead, and so on. For example, zero fish meal and fish oil can already be achieved on fish feed, such as tilapia, carp, no fish meal and fish oil. Replace more than half of the fish meal and fish oil in special fish feed, such as sea bass and snakehead. Replace half of the fish meal and fish oil and most of the fish oil in shrimp feed. However, some of the technology achievements are top secret. Thank you very much.
Okay, Dr. Liu, please introduce Harper.
AlphaFeed joined hands with upstream suppliers to carry out enzymolysis of marine ingredients. Enzymolysis of large molecules into small molecules offers several benefits. First, it aids digestion and absorption and can release functional peptides. Second, it alters the physical properties of raw materials, such as viscosity and fluidity. Third, it enhances the flavor and palatability of the raw materials. For example, in omnivorous fish feed, 2% of fish slurry is better than 2% of marine fish meal in general effect. In mixed feed for carnivorous fish, the growth of yellowhead catfish cultured on fish meal-free diet, which supplemented with 7% of enzymolysis anchovy slurry, showed some equivalence with that of 30% fish meal feeding. And the changes of serum indicators and the body color of the farm fish are small.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we will go to the third part. This is about changes towards green and sustainable development in China. So, Dr. Cui, my question is, what special measure have fish meal and fish oil produced in China taken to achieve now carbon, green, and sustainable development? How have these measures affected the economical and development benefit of the enterprise? Thank you.
Many players taken by the fish meal and the oil enterprise to achieve the low carbon emission, greening, and sustainable development have had a positive impact on the economic benefits and the environmental benefits. For instance, number one, we use a lot of byproducts processing for the fish meal. The both economic and environment benefits are achieved. 20 years before, China produced raw material is about 10 million tons. So how many products is maybe just 30% like that. But last year, we produced the raw material is 25 million tons. So much more byproducts. So we use it, the byproducts produce a lot of fish meal. So I think the economic and the environment is achieved a lot. And the number 2, with the extensive utilization of byproducts, the low-value fish can be used as edible fish, which can increase directly utilization and reduce indirect conservation and reuse. So for example, more and more anchovy used for edible directly. For the number 3, we encourage the low traffic aquatic animal farming. China is one of the highest proportion of the country, the less aqua feed, producing more aqua food. This is China. We have done a lot of work. Number 4, we explore the application of the fish meal replacement, such as insect meal, single-cell protein, fermentation products, phytoplankton, algae. Recent years, you like the phytoplankton for the sea cucumber. We have to use the phytoplankton making the feed. And actually for the algae, we are directly feeding for the abalone, sea cucumber. It consumes a lot of algae. And so China, the aqua feed is very different with other countries. As we know, the price the fish meal higher and higher. 10 years before, maybe only several hundred US dollar per ton. Last year, the fish meal is about $2,500 per ton. So the China enterprise, the companies, they will think every day for what can replacement for the higher raw material. Yeah. And for the number 5, yes, we'll continue to promote the formula improvement. The EU and the US have done a lot of beneficial, excellent work. China also have the stronger R&D team to reduce the ratio of the fish meal and oil. The number 6, to promote ecology farming model and the polyculture model, which can reduce the amount use of the feed. Last year, China raised 3 million tons crayfish, but the China only use 50,000 tons feed. So small quantity feed produce much more the aqua feed. And the number 7, with the growth of the population, demand of the high quality protein of seafood is also increasing. We will consider producing more shellfish to reduce the dependence on the fish meal and oil, reduce carbon emission, and remove carbon from the sea. So the China, I think the shellfish, we produce about 80% of the world total production for the shellfish. And number 8, for stressing the information exchanging and the cooperation, of course, share the experience. Actually, the China, a lot of measures for the low carbon emission, such as the many farmers, even the processing plant, they are using the new energy, like the solar energy and the winter energy. A lot of examples. So I just introduce. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cui, for you taking answer our question. And the next question is to Mr. Hu and Dr. Xue. How do you see a green, sustainable agricultural industry? What changes has your company made in the process of realizing the goal, especially in the face of last year's sharp decline in Peruvian agricultural production? How should we respond? What are your suggestions and strategy? And Mr. Hu, you first.
Okay, so we use plant protein to replace fish meal. The plant use sunshine for energy, and it use CO2 and nitrogen for nutrient. So I think it's sustainable. And another point is the product must be cost efficient. So our product is cheaper than fish meal. So the feed meal can save some cost by using these products. For me, I would like to advise people to be aware of the palatability and some antigen of some alternative protein, because some alternative ingredients may have some worries about that. Yes.
Okay. The feed industry with which we cooperate is more like a food industry, since it translates low-value feed ingredients into high-value proteins, such like meat, eggs, and milk. So our goal is to ensure the safety and sustainability of agriculture, providing citizens with high-quality proteins safely and efficiently. To achieve this, we focus on improving feed conservation ratios and utilization feed ingredients effectively, especially with limited fish meal supplies. Our company's promotion of liquid proteins in aquafeed enhances feed utilization, reduces ammonia nitrogen discharge, and contributes to a healthier aquaculture environment. Proteins is in utilization low-value ingredients plays a significant role in fish meal substitution and improves the physical functions of aquatic animals, potentially increase the edible portion of fish, such as the dorsal muscle. With the decline of Peruvian fish meal likely to persist, we suggest 7 strategies. First is the breeding aquaculture varieties with low fish meal requirements. Second is enhancing the meat quality and nutritional value of herbivorous and omnivorous fish. Third is improving feed ingredient processing and pre-treatment technologies to enhance utilization ratios. The fourth is focusing on high-protein plant ingredients, such as potential fish meal substitutes. And the fifth is utilizing animal proteins from byproducts with an emphasis on freshness control. The sixth is leveraging the protein-saving efforts on fat and carbohydrates. The last is using feed additives, such as enzymes preparations, to improve feed conversion ratios. By implementing these strategies, we can reduce the dependency on fish meal and promote a more sustainable and efficient agriculture industry. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. I see you do a lot of homework. Okay, the last part is about a recommendation for future focus. So, Dr. Zhu and Dr. Liu, my question is, in light of the actual situation in China as a manufacturer, what direction or do you think you should focus on in terms of fish meal and fish oil substitution in the future? What specific suggestion and plans do you have, Dr. Zhou?
Okay. Now, shrimp and carnivorous fish feed generally contain low fish meal, and currently the commercial formula can't achieve the true zero fish meal. Meanwhile, the growth and the nutritional health of the aquatic animals are equally important. And under low first fish meal conditions, the use of the functional actives can be considered for supplementation. Our company focuses on the development of new protein source and functional actives. Our company plans to replace fish meal with new protein source, such as single-cell protein. Enzymatically hydrolyzed plant protein and the inside protein in the formula. At the same time, we need to supplement functional actives by using functional actives and combination of multiple proteins in the formula. The fish meal can be effectively reduced without infecting the growth and health of the aquatic animals.
Thank you.
Alpha feed reduces the use of fish meal by enhancing the functionality and digestibility of ingredients through enzymolysis of marine and terrestrial animal proteins, as well as the fermentation of plant proteins. In the future, Alpha Feed will pursue innovations in fish meal and fish oil processing, such as low-temperature drying of fish meal to prevent protein denaturation and oxidation prevention for fish oil. The company aims to improve the biological potency of fish meal, promote the substitution of fish oil with cultivated algae, and support the large-scale development and utilization of single-cell animal protein.
Thank you. As we end our vote, a huge thank you to all participation for your insights and contributions. Your engagement has enriched our discussion. Thank you very much.